Imagine a vast desert. The sun beats down mercilessly. Dust devils dance on the horizon. This is ancient Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization. But from the heart of this land arose a power unlike any other, the Assyrian Empire. These were not peaceful city builders, they were conquerors. The Assyrians carved out an empire through blood and iron. They became the terror of the ancient world. Their armies were legendary. Their kings were ruthless. Their gods, they believed, demanded conquest. But nothing lasts forever. This is the story of their rise, their reign, their inevitable fall. Our story begins not with the clash of steel but the murmur of a marketplace. The city of Ashur, 2,500 years before Christ, a bustling trading hub on the banks of the Tigris River. This was the heart of Assyria, a small kingdom, unremarkable. Yet within these people a storm brewed. The Assyrians were merchants, traders. They dealt in textiles, metals, and luxury goods. Their caravans crisscrossed the known world. But danger lurked on these ancient roads. Banditry was rife. Rival cities encroached. To survive, the Assyrians learned to fight. They raised militias to protect their caravans. They built walls to defend their city. They were a practical people, resourceful, and they quickly discovered a talent for war. The Assyrians were quick studies. They embraced new technologies, adapting and innovating at a pace that left their enemies scrambling to keep up. Iron became the backbone of their army, revolutionizing their approach to warfare. Iron swords, longer and sharper, replaced bronze. These new weapons gave Assyrian soldiers a significant advantage in battle. Iron armor offered superior protection, making their warriors nearly invincible against less equipped foes. They were among the first to master the chariot, transforming it into a formidable weapon of war. A mobile platform of war, deadly with archers and spearmen, the chariot allowed for swift and devastating attacks. But technology was only part of the equation. The Assyrians combined their technological prowess with strategic brilliance. The Assyrians were masters of logistics, ensuring their armies were always well supplied and ready for battle. They built roads and canals, creating an infrastructure that supported rapid troop movements and efficient supply lines. They established a system of relays, allowing for rapid communication across their expanding empire, ensuring orders were swiftly executed. Their armies could move with terrifying speed and efficiency, striking fear into the hearts of their enemies. Fear became their greatest weapon. The mere sight of the Assyrian army was enough to make cities surrender without a fight. The Assyrians cultivated a reputation for brutality, using psychological warfare to break the will of their adversaries. They made examples of their enemies. Massacres were commonplace, serving as a grim warning to others. Cities were razed to the ground, leaving nothing but ruins and a stark reminder of Assyrian might. Their cruelty was a calculated strategy, designed to instill fear and ensure swift compliance. It was designed to break the spirit of their foes, ensuring that resistance was futile and submission was the only option. The Assyrian Empire was forged in the fires of war, and presiding over this inferno were kings of unparalleled ambition and ruthlessness. Ashurbanipal broke free from the shackles of the Mitanni Empire. He laid the foundation for Assyrian dominance. Tiglath-Pileser III reorganized the army. He introduced mass deportation, a brutal tactic to quell rebellion. He expanded the empire, conquering Babylon and subjugating the Levant. But it was Sargon II, his son, who became a legend. Sargon, the god of war, was a military genius. He crushed the kingdom of Urartu, a major rival in the north. He conquered the Israelites and destroyed the kingdom of Israel. He even subdued the Egyptians, a feat few could claim. Under his reign, the Assyrian Empire reached its zenith. Section 5. A City of Lions and Libraries. Life under the Assyrian boot. From the blood-soaked battlefields, we turn to the heart of the empire, Nineveh, a city that stood as a testament to the might and grandeur of the Assyrian civilization. A city of splendor and cruelty where the opulence of the ruling class starkly contrasted with the suffering of the subjugated. Its walls, adorned with scenes of war and conquest, stretched for 7 miles, a constant reminder of the empire's relentless expansion and dominance. Inside, palaces gleamed with intricate carvings and precious metals, gardens bloomed with exotic plants, and libraries housed a treasure trove of knowledge, preserving the wisdom of the ages. Ashurbanipal, the last great Assyrian king, was a patron of the arts and sciences. He was known not only for his military prowess, but also for his dedication to cultural and intellectual pursuits. He amassed a vast library, collecting cuneiform tablets from across the empire, ensuring that the knowledge of his time would be preserved for future generations. These clay tablets, miraculously preserved through the millennia, provide us with a glimpse into Assyrian life, their beliefs, and their daily activities. We learn of their gods, Ashur, the god of war, and Ishtar, the goddess of love and war. These deities played a central role in the lives of the Assyrians, influencing their culture and their conquests. We learn of their legal system, their literature, and their daily lives. The laws were strict, and the literature rich with stories of heroism and divine intervention. But beneath the veneer of civilization, the empire was built on exploitation and fear. The Assyrians were known for their brutal tactics, using terror as a tool to maintain control over their vast territories. Section 6. Cracks in the facade, the empire teeters. The Assyrian Empire, vast and powerful, seemed invincible, but beneath the surface, cracks were beginning to show. Centuries of constant warfare had drained its resources. Rebellions, though brutally suppressed, became more frequent. The empire's vast size, once a strength, became a liability. Communication lines were stretched thin. Garrisons spread across the empire were increasingly isolated. The Assyrian kings, obsessed with expansion, failed to see the danger growing within their own borders. Resentment simmered among the conquered people. They chafed under Assyrian rule. They yearned for freedom, and they watched, with a glimmer of hope, as the mighty empire began to stumble. Section 7. The Sack of Nineveh, an empire in flames. The year is 612 BCE. The Assyrian Empire, once a dominant force in the ancient world, is now facing its greatest challenge. A coalition of enemies, united by their hatred of the Assyrians, is on the move. This formidable alliance includes the Babylonians, Medes, and other discontented groups. The Babylonians, once vassals of the Assyrians, rise up in revolt. Their leader, Nabopolassar, sees an opportunity to overthrow their oppressors. They are joined by the Medes, a powerful people from the Iranian plateau. Under the command of Cyaxares, they bring their fierce warriors to the fray. The combined armies lay siege to Nineveh, the heart of the Assyrian Empire. The city, known for its massive walls and formidable defenses, is now under relentless attack. The city, once thought impregnable, is breached. The coalition forces break through the defenses, bringing chaos and destruction. The streets run red with blood. The invaders show no mercy, slaughtering anyone who stands in their way. The palace is looted and burned. Priceless treasures are stolen, and the once grand halls are reduced to ashes. The Assyrian king, Sin-Sharishkun, chooses death over capture. In a final act of defiance, he refuses to be taken alive. He sets fire to his palace, taking his family and treasures with him. The flames consume everything, leaving nothing but ruins. The fall of Nineveh is swift and brutal. The once mighty city crumbles under the weight of the assault. The Assyrian Empire, once the terror of the ancient world, collapses in on itself. Its vast territories are now up for grabs. The Babylonians and Medes divide the spoils. They take what they can, leaving the remnants of the empire in disarray. The Assyrian people are scattered, their cities left in ruins. The once great empire is now a shadow of its former self, its legacy forever changed. Section 8. Echoes of Ashur, the Assyrian Legacy. The Assyrian Empire is gone, swallowed by the sands of time, but their legacy endures. Their military innovations, their administrative genius, their thirst for conquest, all left an indelible mark on the ancient world. The Assyrians were pioneers in siege warfare. They developed sophisticated techniques for breaching city walls. Their use of terror as a weapon, though abhorrent, was a chillingly effective strategy. Their system of roads and communication networks laid the groundwork for future empires. Their cruelty, however, is a stark reminder of the human capacity for brutality. The Assyrians serve as a cautionary tale, a reminder that even the mightiest empires, built on conquest and fear, are ultimately transient. The desert sands, ever shifting, eventually bury all.